Hi, Thrifty Vicky here. Today I'm going to make, I think it's the best salsa ever. I learned this recipe when I was in my 20s from a friend that we met in Austin, Texas. And I was eating this salsa and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best salsa ever. And he gave me his recipe and I've tweaked it over the years, but it's pretty much the same. And I start with a jar of salsa. This one just happens to be from Walmart. I like their thick and chunky salsa. And it's mild. I like to mix a mild and a medium together. So I'm just gonna start with that. And really easy. And I'm just gonna pour that into a dish. Ooh, this one's really thick. Okay, now here's where the magic happens. I'm gonna add some stuff to this. I'm gonna add a can of black beans, which have been rinsed out. I'm going to add some scallions. And you know, if you've watched my other episodes, my trick is to go ahead and put all your scallions together. And literally, you can chop them all together. It saves a lot of time. Scallions are really important in this dish. They just add a lot of flavor. And I go ahead and use the white part of the scallion as well. You can use a whole bunch, depends on how oniony you want it. I have 4 scallions right now. They're also called green onions. What I love about this salsa, besides everything, is it's vegetarian, it's vegan, and it tastes amazing. So it's a nice, you know, because sometimes when your friends come over and you just have a jar of salsa, it's like, oh, that's nice. But when it's all this flavor and chunkiness and heartiness, it just makes everybody feel really special, especially our vegetarian and vegan friends. Okay. So you can see I've got the salsa, the beans, and the scallions in there right now. Then I'm gonna add cilantro, and I've already rinsed off the cilantro, and I don't know if you remember from one of my episodes, the trick is to keep it already, you know how it's in its little rubber band thing? Keep it like that. And just put it right on your cutting board. I think I'll use this one. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and chop. And if it gets a little bit of stem in it, it's really not a big deal, but the top of your herbs usually don't have a lot of stems. Look how easy that was. I know, you're welcome for that tip. And then I'm gonna go back over it and chop it up a little bit more. Cilantro really adds a phenomenal punch to this salsa. Oh gosh, it smells so good, it's so fresh. I grow cilantro in my herb garden, but it doesn't, for some reason, it just doesn't thrive. I don't know if it's the wrong environment. I still haven't figured that out. So if you have any ideas on how I can grow cilantro, please comment. I'd appreciate it, since I use so much of it. I do have doTERRA. I've talked a lot about doTERRA. It has food grade essential oils. They do have a cilantro one, which I use a lot when I don't have fresh herbs, and it's fantastic. And I use just a drop or 2 at the most to get all that flavor. So it's a good tip. Okay, so I've added quite a bit of cilantro, just the top of a bunch of cilantro. See that? And you can see I just really whacked off the top of that whole bunch of cilantro. Okay, now the other thing I really love is fresh corn on the cob. And there's a trick to making corn on the cob in an easy way, and I'll put that on one of my episodes coming up. So you have to wait for that. It's super fun and easy. And then I am going to, this is not the best knife, I'm gonna whack off the bottom of the corn, and that way it stands straight up like that. And then I'm gonna use either a serrated knife, and unfortunately I don't have one here at this house, so I'm gonna use a bread knife because you want that serrated. And I'm just gonna go down and look, I mean, right, how easy that is, it's crazy. I know. And look there's no corn left on that. Amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna take that corn, I'm gonna put it right into my salsa. And it'll break up once I stir it around, so don't worry about that. Okay, and now I'm gonna put some garlic. So you know, just to smash your garlic. And that helps with the peeling and everything. I don't have my garlic tools here today, otherwise I'd show you some tricks. But the smashing really is a nice way to get that skin off easy. And just take the little end off. I'm gonna smash it again because it's fun. Well, it's fun, but it also makes it easier to chop up. Cooking out of my in-laws' kitchen right now. They have a beautiful home. We're very lucky. And I make this a lot for the summer for everybody. Everybody loves it. And if they don't love it, they haven't told me, so I'm assuming they love it. Yeah, you never know really, right? Maybe you could tell me if you like it or not. Okay. That would be awesome, actually, if I get some feedback on that. Okay, so I've chopped up, I just did 1 big clove of garlic. I think that's plenty. I don't want to do much more than that. And then I just happen to have a leftover peach, so I'm gonna go ahead and, I mean, why waste it? It's so ripe right now. And then I'll just add a little fun flavor to the salsa. So I've got all my ingredients and I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna grab a spoon. And if the corn doesn't completely break up, it's okay, because I kind of like when my guests know that it's fresh corn. Okay. And then, you know, obviously serve this with any kind of chip. A lot of times I like Fritos, just the corn chip, or like a tortilla chip. Whatever you like, whatever's your favorite, no big deal. Okay. And I'm gonna add just a teeny bit of salt. And then I'm gonna get a chip. Let's take a taste. That was so delicious. And it makes so much. I love it. Okay, so thank you. If you like what you see, please press like, subscribe, comment, I'll get back to you. And then I'm also gonna use this salsa for another appetizer, which I'll show in my next episode, which is called Prairie Fire. And it's a great use of this amazing salsa. So thank you so much for coming to see me today. It's Thrifty Vicky, and happy summer.